Hello guys, welcome to my channel.
Hello guys, in this video we are going to learn about Room API. Room API a persistence library that is used to directly interact with SQLite database in Android, and it is also give benefit to the developer that without knowing into the detail of the SQL query commands and syntax, we can directly interact to the SQLite database. And it also increase the stability and less code as compared to boiler code we use to make a direct connection with SQLite. In my previous video I have explained how we can interact directly with SQLite database, and in this video I am starting the new series of Room API, how we can use Room API using Kotlin programming language. If you want to read more about Room API or Room, so you can go to my previous videos. There I have explained what is Room, what is the architecture of the Room, and what are the requirement and what is the difference between Room and SQLite database. There you can learn. Here I am just going into the practical of Room using Kotlin programming language. So if you want to use a Room, first of all you have to add the dependencies. Here I have add the dependencies. These are the 4 dependencies that I have added, and these dependency is very simple to use. Just go to the Google and type Room API dependencies and go to the Google developer website developer.android.com, and in this website you will have the detail of these API like this. Just copy from here this one, this line, and these 2 line, and one KPT, the annotation processor of Kotlin that you have to use, and one I am using additionally, that is the coroutines library for Room. So we are using these 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4. All other are optional as per the requirement you can use. So here I have used all these. This is for Room API, that is for KAPT, and that is for coroutine interaction. Coroutines are just like a thread, but not a thread, is better than thread. So what is coroutine? If you want to read, you can go to my videos, previous videos. There you can search in playlist about coroutines. So for adding a coroutines means the multi-threading, or you want to execute some task at the background, because the Room API also execute the task in the background. So I'm using here coroutines. For coroutines, just you have to type here similarly coroutine API, coroutines API dependencies like this, and go to this link, and you will have the first link that you have to add for dependencies. This one, just copy this line and add in your Gradle file. So dependencies is clear. Now we have to add one more line, id Kotlin KAPT. This KAPT is required for this line of code. This dependency will run only when we add this line here. So these are the requirement for Room API. Now just close this, and I have already designed this layout also: insert, display, delete and update, and we have the username and phone number which we will insert in the SQLite using Room API. Now one by one we make a coding, and first operation I will perform insertion. So here just right click on the package and create a new package. I will keep it separate. So I am just writing here Room database. This is my, you can say Room data. This is my package name, and in this Room data I will create a class, one class, and that is called entity. So I'm creating an entity here. So I'm creating a username for this, and here I am just creating a class and this class is data class, so I say data and I just convert this to data class. So this is data class and here I just add it at the entity. So this is entity and here I will use, this is entity. Entity means the table. So this class will work as a table and here I am giving it table name equal to, I say same user is the table name, same the class is the user. Here I am just creating a field for the table, so we can have a field. So field like val UID, user ID of int type, that I am taking here. Second one, first one this, and the second one would be the username of string type, and then we have third one, we can say phone number, user phone, that is also a string type. Like this, three field I want to take in a table and I want this should be primary key, so I say primary key and I say it auto generated equal to true. So automatically the Room API will increase the value of this, and this is the second field and this is the third field. So I think I have done the table I have created. This table will work as an entity. So one part has been done, we have created the table. If you want to create more tables, so create one more data class and then that would be the second class, second your table. So if you want to create more tables, so create more data classes and one data class will be as an entity and it will work as a table. Now we have to create another class, that class would be the interface. So that interface is called DAO. So I am creating here user DAO. This user DAO will work as an interface, means all the methods that will create, that will insert the record or display, delete, update, all the operations, code operations we will perform through this interface. So here we have to declare it as a DAO. So this DAO should be clear and we have to import the package also. Now here I will create a function, like I will create a function insert, and here I will add all the information of user like this, all information will be added like this. Then I will create, this function will work as an insert, so I have to add here insert like this and I have to import this package. So record will be inserted from the data class. One more, we have to create delete, and here function that I am going to use, that function would be delete. You can give any name and I will delete with the help of query. So I say it would be query and that query will work as a delete from user table username where UID equal to UID like this, and this UID I am going to create and this UID will come here, that would be of integer type. So you say, so this is the variable that we will pass here in this function and it will delete the user on the basis of ID. Now we have to update, so update like this, and here we will create a function update and we are passing the user information, complete user information to update this, and then the last we have the query, and that query would be the select star from user is our table, all the record from the table we want to fetch here, and the function would be display. and that function will return the list of users that we are going to fetch, like this. So this list of user, it will be displayed by this query. So we have done, table name is user, we have checked this, and we have the operation, all the methods we have declared here. Delete operation we have declared, and we have the update operations, and we have done all this as a DAO. Now the last thing, we have to create a database. For that I have to create a class, and that class would be user database, like this. So we are creating this, and this user database would be the subclass of room database, and here we have to declare this with database annotation, and here we have to give the value entities equal to the table which you want to create. The table, we have only one table, that is user table. So this table we have, and then we have the version equal to 1, the version of the database. Now we have to declare this room database, and this class should be the abstract class, like this. Now we have to create one abstract method that will return the object of the database. So that would be user DAO, and that return value, that function return value would be user DAO. That would be the return value, because this is the database object that will run all the method. So we have to create this. Now we have to create the object of this room database, because only one object is required to create. So we are just limiting here that we would create only one object of this class. For that we have a companion object, and here we are declaring a variable instance of this is the user database type, and that would be equal to null, like this. And we are calling a method get instance, and here we are passing, in this method we are passing the context, and this method will return the reference of the database. So this we are going to create, and we are checking if this instance which we are creating here is equal to null. That means we have to create it, or otherwise if it is not null, then we have to return it, and be sure that it should not be null. So here we have to create. So for creating this, we have instance equal to room dot database builder, and here we have to pass three things. First thing is the context, so context dot application context. Second one, we have the database name, that is database class name, that is the user database class dot java, like this. And third one, we have the name of the database, so we call it user database user.db, and then we have to build the database, like this. So user database class.java, and here user database name, and here we are creating this, and this is what thing. So we have created the instance. If is null, then we created the instance and we are passing the value of this here, and if it is not null, then directly we will pass the object. So it has been done here. Now we have to go to the main activity, because we have done all the three things, that is the entity, then DAO and the database. Now we have to go to the main activity. Here we are calling the method binding dots btn insert dot set on click listener and here we will call the, first of all I am checking the condition, binding dot txt name dot txt dot is empty. If it is not empty, condition, if not empty, and if not empty, binding dot txt font dot text dot is empty. If it is not empty, then we will insert the record. If it is empty, we will give the warning that please insert the value first, application context, then please insert value first. Duration of toast dot show. Here, because the information is valid, now we have to call the insert. So what we will do, we will call the user database class first of all, then we will call get instance method. Here we will pass the object of the context, then we have to call user DAO object dot insert, and here I have to pass the information. So what information? So I am creating this, I say user info, that info would be of user, and here first parameter is null because it's ID and it will auto generate, that's why I'm not passing. But second parameter would be this one, the name dot toString, and second parameter would be the font dot text dot toString, like this way. So user info is ready and we have to put user info here. Now one thing is that because this particular object is execute only in background, otherwise it will generate error. So we have to create all these method as a suspend function, because we don't want to call it in the main thread, we want to execute in the background thread. So we have to call it as a suspend function. All four are suspended function, and here you will see there is an error because this suspended function need to be run under the coroutines. So I am creating here coroutines. It's just like a thread, so we are executing it within a thread. So here I have to call this line because it is the background task, and I say I need dispatcher, and that dispatcher would be of IO type because I am adding the information in the database. Now here I will inform that information has been added, you see, and here I say record inserted, like this. Done. So this have been done for insertion, for insert purpose. Now we execute it. If it would be okay without any error, it will run. So program has come. Now I have to enter here, like I write my name Vipin Kumar and I write any number which I want to just test. I say insert and you see record inserted is coming. And if I want to check this, then I have to go to the app inspection. Under the app inspection, we will have database inspector. You see the user table has been created, and you see one record has been come. And if I give some other name like my full name, Dr. Vipin Kumar, and I say insert, so record inserted, and you will see the more record will come here. You see second record has been come, taking time in refreshing. So like this we have checked that we have entered the information, we have inserted the information, and user ID is coming automatically 1 2 3, and it will work fine. So this is the insertion in Room API. See you in next video for displaying the information from the Room API. Thank you for watching this video.